As a waterfront city with a long and vibrant history, wonderful weather, and plenty of tourist attractions, there's tons to do here, and it's not hard to see why Lisbon is such a popular destination. With so much to see, it is important that you find the perfect area to explore it all from. In this video, I'm going to walk you through Lisbon on a virtual tour, pointing out interesting features and landmarks, and telling you about all of the characteristics of some of the city's most inviting and fascinating areas. I'll begin with Baixa district. The Baixa district is the primary central neighborhood of Lisbon. As the city center, it is a hub of shopping and hospitality. You will find many restaurants and popular brand names along the long shopping streets. The neighborhood is built on a grid pattern, so it's particularly easy to find your way around. Ideal for first-time visitors who don't want to get lost in the busy city. It's also perfect if you are traveling with children and want an easier time shepherding them from place to place. Right next door to Baixa is the lively neighborhood of Chiado. In fact, Chiado is so close to Baixa that they share a metro station, so you will be just a short walk from the city center. As a central area, this is another great option if hospitality and shopping are your main concerns. Aside from the plentiful stores lining the streets, you will be within easy walking distance of the bustling shopping districts of Baixa, whilst staying in a somewhat less crowded area. If you are looking for where to stay in Lisbon for the best nightlife, Chiado is the place. This is where you will find the best selection of bars and clubs in the city. Many of the clubs here don't even open until late in the evening, so they will keep the party going until well into the early hours. Principe Real is one of the trendiest neighborhoods in Lisbon. A favorite of the city's young and alternative crowd, Principe Real is one of the edgier districts, with a uniquely artsy atmosphere. The streets here are lined with innovative concept stores and hipster cafes. If you are looking for a more unique shopping experience in a vibrant and cutting-edge community, Principe Real may be the location for you. Embaixada Palace is the perfect example of this distinct cultural flair. The 19th-century Moorish palace has been converted into a modern shopping mall celebrating local Portuguese designers. Ideal for picking up unique souvenirs or just admiring the opulent interior. Right next to the Baixa district in Chiado is the neighborhood of Bairro Alto. A vibrant blend of tradition and bohemia lend Bairro Alto a distinctly colorful atmosphere. There's a lot of personality packed into a relatively small district. If you love art, Bairro Alto is the perfect neighborhood to consider staying in Lisbon. Bairro Alto is scattered with art galleries. You can enjoy browsing both intimate studios, as well as more contemporary art museums and showrooms. Lapa is a slightly more suburban neighborhood outside of the tourist bubble. A little way to the west of the city center, this is a quieter area, whilst maintaining plenty of links into the more popular tourist areas. Whilst it may be a more laid-back, residential district, there are still plenty of things to see and do here. The Basilica da Estrela is one of the grandest buildings in Lisbon. Built in the 18th century, it boasts twin bell towers, a towering central dome, and the tomb of Queen Maria I. Belem is a more relaxed neighborhood further west along the banks of the Tagus River. Close to where the river joins the Atlantic, Belem has a rich maritime and fishing history. That heritage is reflected in the abundance of fresh seafood served by the local restaurants. Whilst Belem might be quite a distance from the city center, the local train station provides easy access right into the heart of Lisbon. You can enjoy the local charm of the quieter streets, whilst knowing that the vibrant tourist neighborhoods are just a few minutes away. Alfama is the district right next to Baixa, on the opposite side from Chiado and Bairro Alto. It's Lisbon's oldest district, and a hub of historic buildings and traditional architecture. Alfama is home to many of Lisbon's major attractions, and is often dubbed the Castle District due to its historic sites. The entire area has a distinct historic charm. Full of narrow cobbled lanes lined with traditional shops, and quaint cafes set in beautiful old buildings, a stroll through this neighborhood is like stepping back in time. Built for the Lisbon World Exhibition in 1998, the Park of Nations district is one of the most distinctly modern regions of Lisbon. Located in the northwest of the city, Park of Nations is quite a way outside of the city center, far from the typical tourist districts. As a modern neighborhood, built for leisure to impress foreign visitors, comfort, fun, and aesthetic appeal are some of the most prominent qualities. In addition to leisure complexes and exhibition centers, the area is known for its many garden squares and public parks. Famous as one of the most expensive shopping streets in the whole of Europe, Avenida da Liberdade is a mile-long strip of luxury boutique shops and big-name designer stores. It stretches from Baixa all the way to Eduardo Vai Park. As such an expensive location, there will be some very prominent labels featured here. You can expect to browse the likes of Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and Burberry. You can also discover plenty of independent and exclusive designers you may not have heard of yet. Avenidas Novas is a particularly modern district at the heart of the city center. Despite having been founded in the early 20th century as Lisbon was expanding, much of that earlier architecture has disappeared due to modernization initiatives. The area is primarily dominated with modern office blocks, contemporary shopping centers, and amenities catered towards the local corporate worker population. Despite the general lack of tourist attractions or historical landmarks, the area is still popular with visitors. By now you should know where to stay in Lisbon for your perfect vacation. With so many distinct districts, to choose from there is sure to be one that suits you. With the hard work of deciding on where to stay in Lisbon done, it's time for the fun of picking your hotel. There are tons of wonderful hotels to choose from. We've even done the work of whittling down some of the best options for you. Your perfect city vacation is just a few steps away.